Late last year, Mario Luigi Brothership released on Nintendo Switch. Developed by the folks at Acquire, the game takes the series in a very different direction with a new composer, new Luigi AI, and various new battle gimmicks to change things up from previous entries in the series. Yet despite these new changes, there's one thing that remained the same. Yep, just like the other Mario RPGs, Brothership includes a ton of secrets the players would never usually see. From hidden stat values to jump scares, unused content to unseen enemy attacks, there's a ton of neat things hidden in the game for anyone willing to look around. So today, we're going to discuss all of it. Let's get this party started. With our first secret being the most obvious bit of trivia of them all, that being the various cameos found on the title screen. Indeed, while most of the game shows Ship Tape Island on the title screen, later story beats change things up a bit, like how the extension corpse drop in once you revisit Fortress Socket, or how Recluser jump scares you once the Solitary appears. Pretty nifty, isn't it? There are also some ridiculously easy glitches in Brothership too. Yeah, you can technically jump up walls and do crazy stuff with the fire and ice ability, but you can also just jump on this pipe and hover right over the loading zone to get out of bounds. Wow, talk about an easy oversight. Back to some final boss talk now. There's a fun detail with Recluser if you use a hammer attack in the final battle. Put simply, you'll make this cat-like smile as he dodges the attack. God damn it, this guy is such a troll. But it's not all fun and games. No, the game's boss battles have a clever way to make sure you learn their attack patterns. That being, they're incredibly fast, even by Mario and Luigi boss standards. Indeed, with the final boss and Glom rematches having over 600 speed, they got higher stats than a level 100 character would have without gear. Pretty crazy, isn't it? There are also some interesting details you'll never encounter without crazy amounts of grinding. For example, you know how Ten reappears to fight you once you get battle plugs on Desolate Island? Or how he flees after one or two attacks? Yeah, it turns out he actually has HP here. 411 of it to be precise. And the same goes for the individual Extension Corps members in their fight. None of these values are ever used unless you're absurdly overpowered, but they do exist nonetheless. But the crazy stats don't stop there. No, this game has stats to put every other Mario and Luigi game to shame, with many being high even by Mario RPG standards. For example, those level 100 bob-ombs you face in the 4th Monster Mania side quest, yeah, they literally have 999 attack power. When the creator said they hit their beans, he wasn't kidding around. But even that's pretty low by this game's standards. Prodars in the 2nd Monster Mania quest have a ridiculous 3000 defense, while the Seed Losers go from having 1746 defense to 3000 hit points once bloomed. That's literally more health than collect the letters Soul, the Dark Star Core, or many of the X-bosses throughout the series. But none of them hold a candle to the Curl Up R. Oh god, this thing is ridiculous, since somehow it has 35,000 HP. No, we're not kidding. This one enemy has more HP than every other final boss in the series put together. Cackletta, the Dark Star Core, Dreamy Bowser, Elder Princess Shroob, Tiny Robo Bowser. Heck, in some cases, you could even count the final boss in this game and it's still with more HP than those ones put together. Damn, talk about ridiculous. Moving on now, we've also got the Golden Seedles. These only appear after Seedle Eyes plug is used and don't tend to do anything once summoned. However, did you know they can actually attack? It won't do much given they're level 1 and they don't have new attacks compared to regular Seedles, but it does happen. If they're the last enemy standing and you leave it 3 or 4 turns, these guys will try to fight Mario and Luigi. It's a valiant attempt, to say the least. There's also some interesting unused content too, like this NPC dialogue found in the files. In English, it says the following. but did you know the text actually changes based on the system language? In Japanese, it's just... while in Italian, it actually translates to this. Hell, the Chinese version even references the Wii U. It's certainly interesting in a this guy's off his meds kind of way. Regardless, onto something a bit more normal now. Namely, the game's changing name midway through development. Yep, as it turns out, Mario Luigi Brothership wasn't the first name the creators considered here. No, it was going to be called Mario Luigi Wonder, leads to another Switch game got revealed during the development process. And honestly, we're glad it did. Mario Luigi Wonder isn't a bad name, but it's certainly not as interesting or fitting as Brothership. Definitely the right call to change it, that's for sure. Finally, there's also a neat detail about Luigi Logic that got revealed in another interview, that being it was going to be a feature in every battle in the game. Yep, rather than a boss battle set piece, the original idea was every enemy in the game had its own Luigi Logic setup the player could use. It was certainly an interesting idea, but it's not too shocking it got scrapped. Brothership has hundreds of enemies, with a decent chunk of those being glowing variants. So, adding a unique Luigi Logic gimmick for each one will be an insane amount of work even by Mario RPG standards. Add to this how many need to be repeated and a way to slow down battles, and yeah, we're not surprised they decide to limit it to a few boss battles instead. May as well use it sparingly to make an impact, rather than throwing it out all over the place. Either way, those are 10 facts we're sure you didn't know about Mario Luigi Brothership. So what ones are your favourites here? Did you know them all? What other details do you wish we'd covered? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, on social media, or over on a Discord server today.